I play the game with no timeouts. You ride my wave, you're getting wiped out. Big mistakes get wiped out. I spot you like a lighthouse. Watch your moves like a night owl. On a full moon, wolves gon' howl. Can't bounce back, no rebounds. I show up like me how.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Tip Off. I am your host. Y'all already know, your boy Iceman the Eskimo. And we gonna talk about is Ben10 Simmons back. You heard? Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Hold on. Y'all know what time it is. I ain't gonna keep y'all waiting. Let's get into it. Is Ben10 back? That was the word from Nets Daily that Ben Simmons been playing 5-on-5 for a while now. No restrictions. No nada. You heard? No restrictions, no nada. That's a good sign. And his trainer, Chris Berkeley, said Ben's been playing like a all-star caliber player. Now, what does that mean? I can't tell you. I need to see it for myself. I know there's some of us out there that want to see Ben10 back on the court looking like himself. When he was a all-star, he was averaging 16, 8, and 8. Almost a triple-double. He was out there looking like giving you Magic Johnson vibes in Philly. You know what I mean? We didn't get that in Brooklyn, but can we get some of that in Brooklyn now? That's the question, right? Everyone wants to know the answer. Well, not everyone, but there's some folks out there who want to see Ben on the court. And I remind you, he is I'm gonna say it again, the only all-star player on his roster. He is the most talented guy on this roster. Whether Nets fans want to hear it or not, is the truth. He has the most accolades on this roster. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't going to keep on getting into it because y'all know what it is. You know what I mean? I want to see if he's back. I need to see for my own two eyeballs. Ben, I need to see if you're really back. And I'm going to need this jersey signed, bro. Yo, I'm going to need this jersey. Let Ben Simmons know Iceman the Eskimo needs his jersey signed. You heard? That's all I'm going to say, bro. You already know. I'm a fan. You heard? So we're going to talk about the injury, though. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about the recovery and the injury for him to get back to all-star caliber Ben10 Simmons. You heard? All right, let's go. I'm telling everybody I got a similar back injury right now, and I've been out of work for almost a year, and I'm still not back healthy yet. Ben Simmons had 2 back surgeries, right? Now, what does it take? First of all, let's go through the symptoms, because forget what it takes right now to get back to even normal, right? We're going to go to what problems happen when you have a disc injury, because clearly there's a lot of fans think a guy can fake a disc injury, a pinched nerve injury, right? So we're going to go through that before I get to rehabbing, right? Pinched nerve, bulging disc. First of all, you cannot sit down. It's almost impossible to sit down, right? The best thing for you to do is keep on moving or try to lay at a certain angle. You can't sit back. You can't lean back. You can't do anything. You can't bend over. You can't kneel down and get back up, right? You lose all strength in your legs. right? You might not even be able to feel your leg. You know what I'm saying? You might not be able to feel your foot. Your feet be numb. Bro, you heard? All right, we're gonna that's part of it right there. I mean, for the most part, that's what it is, right? So the struggle now, you talking about rehab. See, I'm gonna talk rehab for a regular person, then I'm talking rehab for an athlete. Because there's two different rehabs, right? Two different rehabs. One for me and one for an athlete. Okay. I've been in rehab 8 months, right? 8 months. It took damn near 6 months for me to even raise my foot high enough to get it on a 4-inch stool. You get what I'm saying? Like, lost all strength in legs, dragging the right leg around. That was me. Ben Simmons' story, similar. Can't sit down. I'm fucking leaning to the left or leaning to the right. Can't sit in the car. Gotta lean. Gotta get help. I still got my cane right now. He had surgery. I had no surgery. Right? I may not even need a surgery, but they still got things to figure out for me. But as for him, he had 2 surgeries. So the first surgery, he had to start from ground zero and get back on the court. So did he come back too fast the first time? Most likely he did. Because once the strength that you lose, I'm trying to explain, like, bro, to make it up one step, when you lose that power, you can't make it up one step. Now, the dude is an athlete. He ain't a major leaper, but he's an athlete. So whatever work I put in, he's got to put in double, triple, whatever it takes to get back to his status, right? It's taken me 8 months, almost a year. And I'm still not close to being 100. So after surgery, right? And he comes back and he's like, y'all feel great. Well, that's what physical therapy does. It strengthens your muscles. It makes you feel like you've been working out. You feel great until you got to do your regular routine. And then your body says, no, 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 no. Oh, we're not going to do that. Oh, you thought you was going to do that. Oh, we're not going to do that. So once he got on the court and I seen it, and I'm like, I wasn't hurt yet. You know what I'm saying? That first time, I'm like, yo, he don't look right. He ain't moving the same. Something's wrong. He can't jump off the right leg. All these things I noticed watching him play. And if anybody watched him play, you should be able to tell these things about a player. You know what I'm saying? That he don't look the same. He ain't moving right. He not doing the things that you see no Ben 10 to do. Okay. He gets hurt. Go get the other surgery. Something different. Not the same, maybe similar. They said it was a little bit easier, less complicated, and they got it done. Right? But he still got to go through a similar process to get back healthy again. More physical training. He don't got to start from ground zero, but he might have to start from 40%. Right? He might have to start from 40%. And only your body will let you know when you're back to 100. So they say he's playing at all-star caliber level. He's been playing on 5-on-5. So I would think his body is saying, okay, we are back. Right? So if his body's saying he's back, then the dude is back. Because it takes so much work to get back to an athlete's level. Right? I just need to get healthy enough to go back to work. Yo, he's got to go to his job, which is being a professional athlete, which nobody put any thought process in, like, yo, he's a professional athlete. How hard does he actually have to work to get back to being Ben 10 Simmons? Right? So now we're gonna talk about the mental part of this, right? You know what they ask me when I go into the doctor's office? Am I depressed? Right? I say, not yet. Not yet. Because it takes a toll on you. I imagine, you know, you can do what you can do. You are who you are, man. I can run up these steps, you know what I'm saying? I can still beat my son in a foot race, yada, yada, yada. And then you can't do it. Then you walk in with a cane. Your whole life changed because of back injury. I don't think y'all understand that. Once you have this, there's almost nothing you can do the same until you get back healthy. Right? Nothing. So y'all look at him on the court and say, I question his mental. Is it really a back thing? Yo, it's both. But you can't question the mental because he's back on the court. Right? So he has to fight with the mental and with the physical. Right? But the physical comes before the mental because he's already on the court. And once he's on the court, is his body allowing him to do what he needs to do? No. And that's where the mental comes in. You like, oh, he's not taking a shot. He's close to the basket. And his body is telling him don't do nothing else. You know what I mean? If you try it, bro, I'm telling you, I might just go out on you. So sometimes he might pass up a shot, or a few times he might pass up a shot, right? And everyone's trying to figure out, is it mental? I question his love for the game. Or he's on the court when he's not supposed to be. If you like Breezy on Breezy's podcast, my boy, this is Jay. He just dropped his album. He asked me one time, would you play? And I said, hell no. Would I even attempt to play for, I forgot what he said, $1 million? No. He said, would you get on the court? Yes, for $1 million. But I wouldn't be able, I would have to walk. I couldn't jog. I couldn't run. Like, I don't think y'all understand. If I was Ben 10, I wouldn't get on the court. Y'all would hate me as fans because I would never get on the court. I wouldn't even try it. I won't attempt it. Right? It plays with your mind and tells you, yes, you can do it. And then when you start doing it, it says, your body says, no, you can't do it. Right? So it messes with you real bad. So I don't see the question, the mental. The dude is mentally tough because he's trying to do something that he's not supposed to be doing. Right? I mean, he is supposed to go to work and do his job. But in reality, his body is saying, bro, you're not supposed to do this. His mind says, yes, I feel good. Let me go out and try it. But you're supposed to. That's what in physical therapy, they tell you you're supposed to go do your regular life living stuff. And you know what I mean? So your body could adjust back. But for him being a professional, I wouldn't do it. But he gets knocked for trying to come back for his teammates. He gets knocked for trying to come back for the love of the game. Right? How? How is he getting knocked for that? Right? How does the dude, I'm standing right here with a back injury, I would not attempt to play the game. Forget about it. You ask me to walk too fast, I'm not even doing that. I'm taking my time. But he's on the court trying to run, sometimes hesitant, trying to jump, and you can see that. But you question his mentality. I'm going to ask y'all a real question. Y'all can answer this in the comments, bro. What does it take to be an all-star? What does it take to be an all-defensive player? What does it take to be an all-NBA player? Isn't that has something to do with your mentality? Right? Doesn't it have something to do with your skill level? So if you got a high skill level, then where's your mentality? Right? If you're all-star, where's your mentality? Don't you have to work on it? Don't you have to work to be an all-star or all defensive first team player, your mentality has to be where? Because somebody please answer that for me, right? Someone please answer that for me, because we're gonna keep it 100. We're gonna keep it 100 on my show, right? Now we got questions, fans mentality. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that a guy doesn't have it mentally to play the game. Are you serious? I want you to imagine this, right? I want y'all to imagine this. You're at the basketball courts, and a guy is beating you with all layups. No jump shots, all layups, right? You was guarding this dude, and he giving you crazy work on the court with all layups. How does that feel as a defender? Ben Simmons averaged 16, 8, and 8 without shooting a jump shot. I don't even think y'all know how hard that is to do, right? Playing point forward, point guard, whatever he is, to average 16 points without shooting a jump shot. But then he's grabbing rebounds. Then he's getting his teammates involved. Then he's playing defense. So what is he lacking? A jump shot. But why did he need a jump shot? I know he needed a jump shot, but why at that time did he need a jump shot? He's averaging 16, 8, and 8. You get what I'm saying? If he's averaging 8 assists, his shooters are shooting. You know what I mean? He's getting his points however he get his points. That's what he do. You know what I'm saying? But as a space the floor even more, Ben needs to shoot the ball. No knock on that. We won't disagree on that. He should have been shooting, right? But the part that I'm talking about is you having to deal with a guy that doesn't shoot jump shots and you can't stop him. Giannis couldn't stop him, right? All he do is dunk. All he do is dunk. That's all he can do. You know why they said that? Because they couldn't stop him, right? So it's boring watching him do the same thing and people getting killed night in, night out without a guy shooting a jumper, just all dunks. You talk about it, y'all talk about it so much that he's finally starting to shoot, right? I'm talking about Giannis. Giannis shooting because he's tired of hearing that he can't do something, but he's killing y'all without shooting. You know what I'm saying? I don't think y'all understand how unstoppable some of these players be. LeBron was like that. He can't even shoot. He can't even shoot. I said that about LeBron when I first seen him. He wasn't a good shooter, right? But then I realized he can get to the cup whenever you feel like, and you can't do nothing about it. And even right now, as old as he's gotten in the league, you still can't do nothing about it when he wants to drive to the cup, right? So people look for things. He needs to shoot. He needs a jump shot. He got to, bro. These dudes are killing some NBA players without a jump shot, bro. And you telling me how many people in the world can actually do that? How many people in the world have the size, the talent, the speed to actually do that? You know what I mean? Like, I'm keeping it a buck with y'all. And I'm standing here, my feet going numb and all that. You know what I'm saying? Talking, but I'm keeping it a buck. Y'all always come with things because you're tired of seeing you're talking about growth, right? Expand your game. The dude's been a multi-time all-star without a jump shot. And he should be expanding his game. Ben Simmons should be scoring at least 25, 8, and 8. You know what I'm saying? But if he's beating you on all dunks, putbacks, and that's your man, like, bro, that's got to be kind of embarrassing to some point. That you can't stop a dude where you know where he's going at and what he's going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all talk bad about the dude, You can't get another Ben Simmons. You can't get another Giannis. You can't get another LeBron. These players don't grow on trees, bro. Right? These players don't grow on trees. So you talk about a mentality. When you question a player like his mentality, right? Y'all are crazy. Because you can't do it. The dude is doing things he's not supposed to be doing, bro. You know what I mean? He's on the court playing when he's not supposed to. And now with the second surgery, what I'm going to say is, for me, when I went back to therapy, the first time I didn't have any knee problems. I was good. The second time I went back to therapy, what happened? Knee pain. Knee pain. Right? I go from not having knee pain to going to having knee pain. Remind you of somebody? The back is a tricky thing, and a lot of things happen when you have disc problems or nerve problems and stuff like that. It messes with your body whenever it feels like. It's random. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to understand he's not faking. Can't question his mentality, because I would not play for these fans. I wouldn't do it. I would sit out. I would be just out on the sideline, street clothes, and y'all angry. But he tries to play. Whether it's 40 games, whether it's 15 games, he tried to play when he wasn't supposed to and gets no love for that. You know what I mean? He might as well have just sat out then. Right? That's the way y'all look at it. He might as well have just sat out. He ain't no use to us. He not helping the team. Right? But when he tries to help the team, what happens? Oh, he's not even doing nothing out there. No one takes into account that the back is a serious problem. You know what I'm saying? No one takes into account that is messing with his game. He went from an all-star player, 16, 8, and 8, to, I don't even know what been average for us. 6 points, 6, 2, 4 and 4, 6, 6 and 6, 6, 5 and 5. Bro, y'all gotta know something's wrong with the dude. Come on, bro. Nobody just falls off like that. He's not gonna just fall off like that, bro. Y'all got to be kidding me. Y'all gotta be killing me with these questions, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh gosh, it's Ben Simmons. He's coming back with his summer videos. The dude is trying to get back. He says he owes it to Nets fans. He's showing you he's putting in the work. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. He ain't on the court. He's trying to show you he's putting in the work to get back. Or maybe he should just do it quietly. Why? Why? He's showing you. You want the guy to get on the court and be that guy for y'all, and he's showing you that he's trying to get back there. But now y'all don't want to see that. Y'all don't even care about that, bro. Why? Because his mentality is messed up. His mentality is messed up. You heard? It takes a lot to get back to being an all-star caliber player. It takes a lot to get back to be a regular person, a regular 9-to-5 person. It takes a lot. This is not nothing easy. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's body heals differently. Next thing, right? Let's abandon Ben. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he needs to be off the squad. Yeah. I'm going to ask you something. I'm going to tell y'all something, then I ask y'all something. Michael Porter Jr. in college got hurt in his first game. Everything that fans said about Ben Simmons, they said about Michael Porter Jr. They thought that he didn't want to play for the college he went to. They thought he didn't like the school. They thought he didn't want to be there. They thought he didn't love the game. Right? And he rushed back. After his surgery, he rushed back again and got hurt immediately again. Second surgery. Why? Because people in his ear, fans in his ear. The dude loved the game. Love the game. Get back and get hurt. Right? They do it for y'all, fans. But nah, he don't love us. He don't mess with this team like that. He don't want to be here. I don't know why he came here anyways. He don't even want to play. All right. Gets drafted to Denver. They take a chance on Michael Porter Jr. Gets hurt again. Misses a season. Right? Is Denver abandoning Michael Porter Jr.? Right? Did they abandon him? Because he had multiple injuries. That was his third surgery. He was out in just as many. He played less games than Ben did when he first got the surgery. Ben played 40. He played 16. Right? That was a big difference. And Ben forced himself to play them 40 games. Michael Porter played 15. You don't hear nothing about Denver like, let's get rid of Michael Porter Jr. Yeah. Michael Porter Jr., I believe, in the championship didn't have a good game, if I'm correct. I could be wrong, but I think I'm correct. And he said he was still rehabbing during that championship, meaning he was not 100% and he wasn't supposed to be playing, but he did anyways. Right? It's an ongoing thing with the back and rehab. It changes your life. So the point is that I'm making, when a player is hurt and he's trying to get back, you just don't abandon a dude like that. You know what I'm saying? Ben Simmons don't grow on trees, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, about Michael Porter Jr., he had to change his whole game because he had a worse back injury than Ben. It's the same thing, but it was worse. They just ain't like, let's trade Michael Porter Jr. They're not saying let's trade Michael Porter Jr. Right? Yo, you got to stick by your players sometimes. Yo, everybody body heals differently, and it takes time. Right? But he helped them win a championship. He was on the floor. He helped them win. Would have been better if he would have sat out because he was hurt, or would you question his mentality then, being injured, or do you question his mentality playing hurt? Like, dog, he shouldn't have been in. He ain't play that good. He ain't do. You know what I'm saying? There's no win-win situation for a player like, you know what I'm saying, when they're injured. Right? There's no. There's none. There's no win-win. Y'all gotta do better with this, with y'all talking points. Y'all gotta do better. You gotta do better with your talking points, bruh. Because it's a shame of what some of y'all be saying. Right? It's a shame. But now, I'm gonna talk about Ben shooting though. Nah, I ain't gonna talk about shooting. We're just gonna leave it right there. We're gonna leave it right there. Y'all know that's all I got for y'all. Holla at your boy, Iceman and Eskimo. I'm out.